Right, the moment everyone's been waiting for. The car video. So I had a 2020 Mark 8 Golf, so that was the newer shape. Lovely, it was grey, had some fancy wheels, had suede seats. Now we are married and have a kid, and I've travelled a bit here and there using that car. We've soon realised that even just for two people who'd like to go and travel up and down the UK and do some things on a weekend, it's just a bit too small. Lovely commuting car, automatic, it was beautiful. But now with our son, it's becoming quite an issue. And also suede seats, any fabric. Parents, if you can, try and get some good seat covers, and even then try and buy a car with leather seats. So we upgraded last weekend. We went in, took a look. They booked me in because I bought both my cars from the Volkswagen in Guildford. Lovely. This time dealt with a guy called Cameron, really good guy. Broke down the numbers for us and I was happy with it. Checked out all the insurance, said look, the numbers make sense for us. And this car now is obviously bigger, and it also is obviously size wise, but it's also a bigger engine, but it is perfect for us. It's an SUV, and we bought a 2019 Volkswagen Tiguan R-Line Tech Edition, four-wheel drive. I don't know if they're all four-wheel drive, I think so, but so we bought, it was just what they had there. I wanted 2018, didn't care, I just wanted an automatic leather seats Tiguan, and that was it. I would like a 2018, I said, but that's about it. That's my only requirements, 2018 leather seats. But then we looked, so they wanted to sell me a T-Roc, because I was upgraded, and I said, look, I want to get a bit of an SUV, and I said, actually, when we were there, we saw the Tiguans. Actually, my wife saw the Touareg R-Line, not R-Line, sorry, Touareg R, and I said, we don't have a spare 50-60 grand to go on an SUV just yet. Maybe in a few years after you guys take off the channel. No, I'm joking, but no, not for us. Gosh, she'd be she's already pretty scared to drive this now. It's already a hell of a lot bigger than what she's used to, so compared to the Golf, this is like a tank, so yeah, no chance. But then I started to look and I said, well, why don't we have a look at these cars? We were there a bit early. Had a 2020, 2022, 23, automatic, leather seats. Oh, I'm not sure. And then I saw what looked like a 2018. As I go over, checked out, it's 2019. I was like, oh, that's nice. Took it for a test drive and it's lovely. So the Tech Edition, I believe, means it comes with everything. Every option that Volkswagen offers. And the lady owner before me, one owner, I'm the second, also added on the leather seats. And there it is. Lovely car. Year older than mine, and less mileage. So the R-Line means it's got the R-Line pack, which basically means it looks a little bit more aggressive on the front, but other than that, the exterior doesn't make much of a change, I don't believe, other than the fancy rims and all the R-Line decals, which growing up looking at the R32 makes you feel like a bit of a boy racer. Automatic folding wing mirrors, and automatic boot, which you can use from the boot, from the key, but also from on the inside of the door. Keyless entry and locking, so unlock and the wing mirrors will fold out. Gives you a bit of peace of mind when you're sat. But you can also access all this with the key, and then again, button on the outside, not a button, sorry, it's a sensor, and tinted windows at the back, so that's on the outside for all of them, the rear and what you'll see on the inside. So let's get on the inside. Oops, watch my neighbour's car. So again, a little dirty, still got that new car smell. It comes with a an old Throwline bag tub. It's full of change. Yeah, no, I'm joking. So that's to access the boot. I won't open it because it'll go into a hedge. More R-Line decals. As you can see, this is where all the options start. And don't take this as me bragging at all. It's not at all in the slightest. It's just me showing off what I got with my car. So usual fun bits, that'll turn up the wing mirrors if you're trying to squeeze through a gap in traffic. Would never do that. As you can see, the leather seats are used, so they're a bit stretched, but I think they're lovely. lovely to drive in the morning, as I've been saying recently, that it's got the heated seats, and you really do need it on these level ones in the morning. So another thing, it's got automatic seat. Let me jump in. Automatic seat. So I always seem to forget that my wife drives my Golf, or used to drive my Golf, and I'd jump in first thing in the morning, all happy and eager to go to work as always, and I'd slam against the steering wheel because she sits up here like this. I'm sure anyone who lets their better half drive their car understand. So with this, I can just sit there, hold the button, that's my preset, and it will position me where I'd like to be. So yeah, while I'm facing this way, again, there's my son's seat right back there behind me. So it's got heated leather seats at the back. We've turned off that side because heating babies don't work. And then yeah, leather seats back there, usual boring stuff. Panoramic roof, that also accesses the sunroof. I'm not a car YouTuber, so apologies for the quality, but yeah, it's pretty smart. I will turn that on and show you about how that works shortly. But yeah, it's a lovely car, really nice, really happy with it. I'll flip you back around and show you the front. From growing up, I had a Polo, and you're ready to, oh, I want an R-Line, I want an R, I want a Golf R, I want a GTI, and I love, this is, not intentionally bought it because of this, but my favourite, I don't know, maybe it's just a boy thing, my favourite steering wheel from a car has to be the 7 to 7.5 Golf R steering wheel, and this has it, bar, it says R-Line. Oh no, it isn't, it says just R. Oh, that's cool. Pardon me, didn't even know that feature. Cool. Yeah, so I love the steering wheel. And when I say this thing floats along the road, it's amazing. Being a 2 litre petrol as well, it's not really that, it's nothing we've noticed on price wise on fuel so far, so really happy with that. Turn her on. So obviously digital dashboard, usual new gizmos. Fuel on the right, well, that's just gone down by a bar, so take that back, it canes through fuel. No, I'm joking. Normal digital infotainment system that Volkswagen offer between, I can't remember the ages, but 2020 was when they've upgraded it to my infotainment system, which is slightly new. You can do your research, and as you can see, automatic 7-speed DSG. 4Motion means 4-wheel drive, and then you've got your selector here. You can also, when you click mode, you've got your other modes and you can customize them, but that's eco, normal and sport, whereas on here you've got ice, off-road and off-road custom, so for me, and then normal driving. Cameras, pretty smart. You've got all-round 360, and you can select any one of these to be your main camera. So if you want to go left because you're going to curb it, go at the front and the rear side, and then it comes up, tells you what it is there, which I think is pretty cool. Other than that, infotainment's the same. There's some other features we're trying to work out what does, but yeah, heated seats and all. It's one thing I hated about my Golf, was the fact that all this was all up here, and as you're driving, you're there trying to, oh god, oh no, I've turned the heating on full blast and I can't work out the volume, and I'm just going to leave it. So I'm really happy to have some dials back again in a car. But yeah, sound system's amazing. So as you can see, space wise, it's obviously, it's a 5-seater. You can comfortably fit 2 large humans back there, and have plenty. I mean, I'm 5'5.5", I promise. 5'6", I mean. I've plenty, and I'm not even as low as the seat goes. I'm just comfortable as I should be. You'd easily fit someone who's 6 foot plus in this car. A Tiguan is perfect for that SUV aspect. So as you can see, you can pull the entire sunroof over, so it is tinted, as well as both the back windows and the rear are tinted, which is pretty cool, because we used to have covers up which looked a bit crappy because they get heat burn and sun, you know, the fading in the sun, and looks a bit crappy, so they just look a bit crap. So these are tinted slightly. We're thinking about going slightly darker, just purely for more privacy for my wife back there with our son, and obviously for our son, but also for the summer days. The entire roof opens, which is pretty cool. so that'd be nice. Aircon's lovely. I mean, anyone, again, not bragging, but my Polo didn't have aircon, and that was something in tree work when you've been out in the blazing heat all day. Once you eventually get a car with aircon, it's, although there isn't quite nothing like driving on your way home with the windows on full blast, open, sorry, and your music on full blast, it's just something, it's like, I don't drink, but it's like, I could imagine going to the pub on a Friday and having a nice cold beer. That's what I kind of picture it like. But yeah, we're really impressed with it. Maybe I'll show you the book. I'll show you the book. I'm on private property, so I can do what I want, which means I can film while driving. So obviously it being an automatic, put it in park, all of that, and then we come down to the side where I pointed out earlier, just in front of the side pocket, and how cool is that? And we'll jump back out, go around to the back. Petrol, as I mentioned, and I can't remember the specs of the sizing, but it's at least twice as big as my boot, even with this down. I've had to take this out of the Golf, and I left it in our garage because that was just I needed this extra space here, but I don't need it in this one. But also the handy thing is when I go to paintball, I can pop that down, I can pop the seats forward. I think we're going to be traveling 3-man up at the next event, so pop 2 seats forward. I can also adjust the distance where the back seats are, so you can push them forward, you can lean them back. They've got lumbar support and all that fancy stuff, or when you have got friends and family traveling with you on long distances, or small kids, if you want them closer, yeah, you can do that. I'll show you that. But really impressed. It's got the spare wheel underneath, and I bought these rubber mats from Halfords, Tree Surgeons. Get you some of those if you have to share a car with your wife. But yeah, really happy. Dual exhaust, not like it means nothing. It's a petrol, 2-litre petrol, and when we see that feature, my wife was impressed. And my wife told me, if you have a baby on board sign in your car, it actually takes you up the priority list when you're in a car crash. So if they see that, apparently they'll run to the car and your baby will be priority, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna jump in the back. Not like I rarely sit here, but my wife is really enjoying the car too. So maybe I'll spend a bit more time here. We normally sit in the back with our son, but flip the cameras on. Well, maybe not yet, actually. So I've just jumped in, and again, I'm pretty small, and this seat's pretty far back because I was the last one to sit in it. But you have so much space, and these seats can go further back, the one I'm sitting. But as you can see, for our kids, and it also has a cup holder, which is pretty cool. Ah, there we go, it worked out. It's pretty cool, pretty sturdy. Get my kids McDonald's on there one day. And as you can see, heated seats and heating back here, so you just press the button. Obviously USB 12 volt, and as you can see, I mean, I'm pretty small, but I've got loads of room. But yeah, and these seats back here, you can shift the whole thing back, so I can actually adjust it like a front seat. Not like I can, or I'm going to. Oh, they're already adjusted fully back. There we go. So you can adjust, these ones are joined together and the other ones are, anyway. And then also you can tilt them, which is if you need that extra space because you've got a large friend back here. Not an issue, usual stuff, cup holders in the middle. I'm gonna bore you with that. But yeah, loads of space back here. So really happy, because obviously we plan on having a big family. We both come from big families, and we plan to have more kids in the near future. But yeah, we're really impressed with it. Can't complain so far, other than the issue, the big problem we had. Ooh, time to rant. So, Volkswagen sold me a broken car. They did. Again, I'm on private property, so reversing while on my phone, it's my choice. There's a mosquito on the inside of my car. That looks like he lives here now. Turn off the car. We bought the car on Sunday, and I picked it up on Thursday. Once they're done, we've got some extra protection and fancy stuff, and obviously we have to get it ready for sales purposes. So we picked up Thursday, drove around, lovely, and supposed to have Apple CarPlay. It doesn't. I'm joking. So it has Apple CarPlay, but it's wired Apple CarPlay. I'm not sure. I've only had a Polo, which I think you had to have an aux cord on it. It didn't even have Bluetooth. So this one has obviously got Bluetooth, but to connect to the Apple CarPlay, to have Google Maps and stuff like that, more luxurious stuff. Or you could just have a phone holder, but it's a feature that the car should come with. So in order to do that, you have to plug into the front USBs, which charges your phone while you're using Apple CarPlay, Spotify, whatever. The front USBs don't work. Not an issue, we don't really care. And to be honest, if we go to Volkswagen and they say, look, we cannot repair this, I can trade it in for like, but we're really impressed with everything else it has. So to be honest, I'd probably just deal with having to use the shitty, crappy Volkswagen Maps, or I'd just get a good phone holder that will be just as good. So we're a bit annoyed because it is a feature that the car should come with. We didn't know it should come with it, but now we know. We're annoyed. I'm joking, that's just all pointless braggy crap, but I really hope you enjoyed the video. We're super impressed with the car, and yeah, I mean, I spend a good portion of my day commuting. Oh, let's lock the door in the fancy way. I spend a lot of my time commuting, and sliding down into a car after work when you've got big heavy trousers on and you're soaking wet and you're sitting on suede seats with seat covers on. I didn't even see those seats for I think I owned it for 3 years. Yeah, well, we're 2024, so nearly 4 years I had that Golf, and probably had the seat covers off, I don't know, 5 to 10 times. And other than that, they just left them on because I couldn't be bothered. So nice not to have to worry about that, and we can just wipe it down. She's due a clean, so we're going to clean it up on Friday, or I am. And yeah, so far so good, but does have to go back to Volkswagen on Wednesday next week, and I'll have a courtesy car. So yeah, that's it from me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good evening, and I shall see you in the morning.